Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val333 Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Interesting. It was the emphasis on the message of turn the page, Gemini. Turning the page and moving on. Don't exactly know what that means or why, but turn the page. There's probably so much more left to the story that needs to be either read or written. Turn the page. Ooh. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, okay, here comes the burps again. Excuse me. Everybody drink responsibly. Well, there you are, Gemini, popping up. Okay. Yeah. You're clearly dealing with someone because the both of you are showing up next to each other in exactly the same energy, but also at the same time not the same energy. So same energy, but you guys are definitely showing it differently. It's kind of like saying someone is very cold. Okay, cold is one thing, but it's also like saying someone is very cold and kind of blunt or reckless with their words, or you get it. You both are showing up fiery. One is a little bit more controlled or contained than the other, but we'll see what's kind of going on. That being said, jumping into this, I do see that there is something here you are taking the time to kind of reflect on. So there is a questioning of where your emotions and where your thoughts truly are within this. I do see at the same time that after some reflection, well, there is something here that I feel like, geez, that you are in the process of accepting or surrendering to. I don't know exactly what this is about, but I do see that you're in your process. You're in the process of doing this. So I kind of feel like you understand something, but you don't quite fully understand something. And I feel like because of this, there is that consideration of what the next step or action is going to be, possibly between the two of you. That being said, though, something is clearly being revealed. That is definitely affecting your plans for the future. I don't exactly know what that's about. But unfortunately, there is quite a bit of emotional disappointment or possible pain and burden here with this. At the same time, you're having to move forward and definitely focus on some type of vision of what you want to manifest and create. And things are happening very quickly from that point moving forward. So let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see what some of this is, because I'm curious what we're going to find. Don't know what's going on between the two of you, but kind of like the equivalent of saying you're fiery. Fiery is one thing. That could be confident, but also could be like you're fiery as in you may have like a temper or an attitude or something like that. Not saying you, Gemini, but I'm just describing the energies here. Different ways to use these types of energies. Yeah. That's what I thought. Whatever this is you're trying to reflect on or reflect upon, it's still, you still have like emotional questions. You still have an emotional wondering or kind of searching or pondering. Like, okay, it's sort of like you did kind of reflect, but it still leaves you emotionally not knowing where you're at. Yeah, geez. That's what I was saying. You're kind of like not fully 100% understanding or grasping something here. And I say that only because it feels as if there's something here you're trying to work with, work through, as well as let go of. And it's sort of like there's a little bit of hesitancy and resistance to just kind of like letting something go and just surrendering or accepting something for as it is. And I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it works both ways. You're showing me that it's happening in this way emotionally as well as mentally. You're kind of like, oh, I don't know. And it's like, okay, you don't know, but I'm a little curious to see where this is going to go. Here we go. And let me get one more. Yeah. Okay, so regarding the two of you, one of you is showing me that they feel like they kind of have to control or contain themselves. The other person is showing me they don't want to control or contain themselves. They just want to move on and move forward. And I'm like, geez, okay. Like I said, different ways to show that kind of energy. That passion can turn into anger and frustration very quickly. Very quickly. Jeez. Frustration. That's what that is. Possibly, geez, okay. The two of you may be in the same living situation or under the same roof. Yeah, whatever's being revealed, though, you're also saying I need to take some time to myself. Yeah. This is fascinating. This is very fascinating. Yeah. This is an energy of, it almost feels like something's going on clearly between the two of you, but also at the same time, you're showing me that you're having to make plans for the sake of possibly speaking your truth or airing out the truth. And this is kind of for the sake of kind of saying, I don't know what's going on between the two of us, but it definitely needs to be addressed so that we can kind of figure out how to move forward together. What is the truth regarding this? What are our plans for the future? What are my plans for the future? But it's definitely something of, we need to kind of air this out so we can kind of consider the future together. Jeez. Yeah. So much emotional disappointment, yet still kind of saying, I still desire to put in work and effort towards something here. And I'm like, towards some type of vision, but yeah, vision. That's fascinating. What is real? What is real and what is not? That's interesting. Interesting kind of question right toward the end of this. What is real? What is not? It reminds me of, well, first thing that comes to mind is flirting. Is this a genuine, real, authentic connection, or is it just kind of like in the moment fun and games? What's it going to be? Is there something more to this, or is there not? You have some type of vision in mind, but you're also saying that this vision is very hard to kind of grasp. It's very hard to kind of create or manifest because things right now are so much up in the air that you don't know what that future looks like. Yeah, you don't know what that future looks like, and I feel like you may be getting ready to communicate to them about this. It's like, hey, we need to talk about where things are going with us. If anything's are going anywhere. At the very end here about the connection. So whatever's going on is being worked out. At the same time, I feel like things are becoming things are picking up momentum here. And it's like, okay, let's figure out what we are going to do. Are we going to be exclusive? Are we going to be together, or are we not? What is it? But the Two of Pentacles on top of the deck, clearly there are some changes here in mind that you are considering making for the sake of this connection. But we'll see kind of where this goes. So, of course, if you are dealing with anyone, we do have Pisces, Virgo, strong Virgo. We also have Gemini, more Pisces, Leo. And that's it. Goodbye.